either way, the main event was absolutely awesome. Dustin Poirier gave it everything he had. It was not enough. Islam Makhachev is the number one fighter on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. That's how I feel. He is the pound for pound number one, no matter what Dana White says about John Jones. Uh, Incredible fight, though. He had to go. He had to get into was it the fourth or fifth round? When did he submit him? I'm already blanking on that.
Fifth.
It was the fifth round. That's right. Because one scorecard had it 2-2. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah. But Poirier put up a hell of a fight. But Islam got him with the Darce choke in the end. Incredible fight. What did you think? Did you? A lot of people said that Poirier won the night. Islam won the fight. Poirier won the night. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that going into the fight, everybody wanted Poirier to win, but like deep down, nobody like truly believed that he could, because Islam's just so good, right? But what Dustin Poirier did that night was give everybody hope for like 20 minutes. Yeah. And that was extremely exciting to watch. So it was unfortunate ending. He won all our hearts though. And I saw the warm welcome he got back in Lafayette, which was cool to see as well. So I know they're all happy there.
Yeah, he's the champion of Lafayette in their eyes. But I really thought I think in that first round, Islam got him like immediately into like a nasty armbar, and I was just like, "Oh no, this is bad." Yeah. Poirier is going to get submitted in round one. This is so bad. And then he got out of it. And once he got out of it, I think that he didn't figure out Islam. I think he just sort of figured out how to manage Islam a little bit. Yeah. And when he cut him open, though, I think it was the third round when he cut Islam open, like at the end of the third round, beginning of the fourth. That's when I was like, oh shit, there's a real chance here. Poirier's got a shot. That's when I started to believe. I tricked myself into believing that this was actually possibly going to happen. But just an incredible fight. They both won fight. They won fight of the night. Islam got the double performance bonus, fight of the night, performance of the night. But he was I don't want to burst a lot of people's bubble. Apparently he was dealing with a staph infection. Islam was. So I do wonder if he might have been a little bit gassed in that fight because he probably was on some antibiotics. Apparently he took a week off of training. So I don't want to ruin a lot of people's view of Poirier, but I do think it probably took a little bit out of Islam's gas tank.
To be fair though, I did see reports that I think Dustin was dealing with like a broken rib or something like that, or like a bruised rib, and he wasn't able to grapple for about a week and a half or so as well. So I'd say it kind of evens it out. And even more so impressive because I think what gave so much hope and life to the fight was when Dustin was stuffing all those takedown attempts. Yeah. Right. So considering that he was able to do that without being able to train his grappling for a couple of weeks there, that's super impressive.
He also apparently might have done some damage to his knee. That's sort of unconfirmed at this point, but I think he might have hurt his knee too. So yeah, you're right. It probably cancels each other out a little bit. Yeah. But either way, Islam, man, look, I love Poirier. He's going to go down as probably arguably the greatest fighter that never won an undisputed championship. But Islam Makhachev, man, these Dagestani guys, they get a lot of hate. This dude is special. He's truly special. He's truly remarkable. I think he's pound for pound number one. And
I'd say I was going to say he arguably cemented his spot in like the top 5 greatest lightweights of all time. So? Yeah, I think so. I think it was really impressive. I think as soon as he tries to kind of go up, then we'll kind of see, but he's probably like one fight away from like truly cementing it in everyone's eyes. Top 5. And
there are some good ones, but I agree with you. I think that he really did take a step forward in this fight. It was a legacy fight for him to beat a guy like Poirier, but there's some good lightweights in there, man. There's some really good ones.
That's fair. So with that being said, I mean, who are the top 5 lightweights of all time in your perspective? And I actually looked up a list as well. So I have the top 5 list according to Fight Matrix. Wow. So we'll do a little blind ranking, a little comparison here, but who would you put in your top 5?
That's a tough one. I mean, I think Islam's in there now, to be honest. I guess if I was to do it as a ranking, I would put, this might be controversial for some. I think personally, I would put Charles Oliveira as my 5. I would put BJ Penn as my, okay, I'm sorry. I would put Frankie Edgar as my 4, BJ Penn as my 3. I'm going to bump Islam up to 2 because I think that he's a couple wins away from potentially being the number 1 of all time. And then the great eagle Khabib Nurmagomedov, I do think is probably the best lightweight of all time.
Yeah.
It's always a moving target with these. I think it's always everybody's opinion varies. I know people don't like these Dagestani guys being at the top of it, but I think what they've done is just they're two of the best fighters in the history of the game, and they're 1-2, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. The Fight Matrix had a very interesting list. So they had Khabib at number 1,
Yeah.
BJ Penn at number 2.
Okay, they put all right.
Yeah, Eddie Alvarez at number 3.
Wow, they put Eddie at number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dustin Poirier at 4 and Islam at 5. So I
I don't
think what they're doing is more so I think they're taking volume into account as well. So I think they're taking all of Dustin's fights and they're giving him some points for that, even though he wasn't the champ in that division. So
I mean, Charles Oliveira, though, he had like this incredible winning streak. He has like the
yeah,
most submissions in the history of the
but he's number
division. Like,
7.
yeah, but he submitted Poirier.
I
Islam
agree with
beat
you.
Poirier. Islam beat Oliveira. Like, I mean, it's just like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Oliveira beat. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird to me. I mean, I disagree with their list, but I understand what they're saying in terms of like maybe their historical relevance. I guess
yeah.
is maybe what it would be.